What's up guys, Ninth Gym here, and today we've got an interesting team that I built. It's a Dragonite Chien-Pao physical attack hyper offense team. I've only played a few games so far with the team, and it's all been some sweeps, some quick sweeps. And Dragonite and Palafin are crazy. I mean, these mons with Chien-Pao are crazy, like seriously just ubers. They're broken. Stab extreme speeds with Dragonite with the Tera type normal. It's really, really good. It also has inner focus, which means you can't get flinched right off rip, and you're also not getting intimidated. My EV spreads are not very good so far. We haven't really, messed around too much with actual builds. You know what? I'll just figure out some things that I need to calc for as I play. Anyway, let's go through like the team a little bit more in depth, and then let's play a game or two. So starting off with Dragonite, we have the extreme speed, Iron Head, Fire Punch, Protect. Iron Head is pretty good against Flutter Mane. We are really just hitting extreme speed. Then we've got here Palafin, which is kind of just a second Dragonite. This is also a very viable Tera type monster, and Jet Punch. Jet Punch. It's really, really good. We have Flip Turn to be able to switch him out and then, go in with Jet Punch. I considered, building this guy more bulky instead of the fast because it's really just Jet Punch. But the first turn, you are going to be going for Flip Turn, and late game, you're going to be going for close combat potentially. And not even really late game, just like as a good option. So I'm not entirely sure, but I think for now, this is how I'm gonna run it. I think it's cool. Then we have Chien-Pao. It's keeping our Dragonite and Palafin really doing huge damage, potentially one-shotting a lot of things, and it's just really, really strong. We also have Focus Sash here, and it's incredibly good because it also has Sucker Punch. It also has Sacred Sword that can deal with Dondozo, and if we're dealing with the Don Bozo, we also have Clear Smog right here. So we have a few ways to deal with that. Now, one thing I am a little worried about is the Flutter Mane Chi-Yu matchup. I feel like I don't really have that much here. And then the last Pokemon we have here is Amoonguss and Arcanine. They really just work as glue for the team, I think. The idea here is bring Chien-Pao, Palafin, or Dragonite, or both, and then one of these three in the back. But when we bring Flutter Mane, we have to play really, really well. Like, that's how hyper offense is. You don't really have those safe switches. So, if we bring Dragonite, Chien-Pao, Palafin, you really need to bring one of these. So Flutter Mane's probably going to leave the team. I just wanted a good special attacker in case we ran into some things that, like, walls up on physical defense, like Gargonicle, or maybe like an Orthworm that just sits there in iron defenses. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, Chien-Pao does have Sacred Sword. So I don't know. Flutter Mane might leave. It might just, like, turn into a better check for Flutter Manes. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But for now, let's just play some games. All right, we got a Tatsugiri Dondozo team and some other stuff here. Flutter Mane. What's Palmot doing? So I think we bring Chien-Pao for sure. I really like this lead. I really like this Dragonite Palafin lead. Bring the Chien-Pao in the back. Like, it's a really offensive lead. And then I guess we just bring Amoonguss. It feels good. Feels good to bring here. It doesn't really have a terrible matchup with anything except like this Titan. So we're going to see Palmot Tatsugiri lead, which is interesting because you really infrequently see the Tatsugiri on lead unless it's with the Dondozo. You'd usually see Dondozo, and then they switch in the Tatsugiri so that you have access to that. We could just knock out the Tatsugiri. Like, what if we did? We definitely don't want to keep in the our Palafin here against this Palmot. We could just protect. I feel like that's fine. I don't think we need the knockout, or like, I don't think we need the damage from Chien-Pao to take the knockout on Tatsugiri, so I feel like it's fine to just protect. And the Palmot's gonna like attack the Palafin, we outspeed, knock out the Tatsugiri. I could be reading this completely wrong, for sure. But, okay, not for the Tatsugiri. Palmot attack the, okay, well, I read that wrong. That was rough. We didn't want that to happen, and now we're in just like a really mediocre position, I'd say. Does Palmot have the revival move? Is he going to use the revival move? All right, well, we get a turn to just, like, spore this Dondozo. This is free. Palafin, if you go down here, that would suck. So we're doing it. Whatever. You take out the Palafin. It's fine. I don't think this is the worst in the world. It could be a worse situation. It's not a good situation, but it could be worse. Dondozo sleeping. Ah, this is terrible. This is terrible. I'm in a really bad position. We have no damage. Like, where's the damage? Sleep this Palmot. Protect. Does it just revive? Is that a thing? Is that real? Okay, close combat's to Chien-Pao. We sleep him. So now we're, he slept. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. We're going to try to get some damage. I guess. Okay, well, let's hope for not the one-turn sleep. If it gets the one-turn sleep on the Dondozo, then this is like probably a rip. But whatever. Double into the Palmot, take out the Palmot. All right, Dondozo's not awake. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. What's his last Pokemon? It's Flutter Mane. That's not really what I wanted. It's not really what I wanted. But it's not the worst in the world. We could just Sucker Punch. I don't think we're knocking it out. We might be. I like that. It's ballsy, but I think we have to do it. Well, it's ballsy, but I think we have to do it. Hey, Dondozo's still sleeping. We could have got a little bit of chip, but like, who cares? We just continue to Spore and Protect. We just Spore and Protect, and this is like, it's safe. It's perfectly safe, I think. He wakes up, body press the Chien-Pao. We Spore it. He scoops probably. Yeah, he forfeits. Okay, so pretty weird scenario there. The Flutter Mane would usually Tera type into Fairy, so it Tera typing into Ghost was really good for me, but really weird. All right, we're up against a Dragonite that doesn't have the Chien-Pao, which is interesting. He has Graphii and Dondozo without Tatsugiri, so he has like half of two different really powerful strat. Actually, Flutter Mane without Chi-Yu. He has 3 halves. So we're just gonna start with the really powerful lead here. We're gonna go Dragonite, Palafin, Chien-Pao in the back, one more Pokemon in the back, and I feel like Arcanine doesn't really do anything here. Like, yeah, we get to intimidate the Tinkaton in the Dondozo, but like, I feel like Amoonguss just has a better time against those Pokemon anyway. Arboliva, Tinkaton. I'm not married to Arcanine on this team either. Like, Arcanine and Flutter Mane can definitely change. These are just the 4 that I feel like are the strongest on the team. And I think both those other Pokemon can change. But these 4 I like a lot. Now, I think Palafin, I think I really have to explore some other methods here because, like, I'm kind of just, like, doing Palafin Dragonite lead with Chien-Pao in the back every single time. So I think maybe we have to pick out 2 more Pokemon that can be, like, a different mode for the team. Tinkaton's not going to knock out Dragonite, right? I think we're just going to hit this Arboliva. And how are we looking speed-wise? No, Palafin just has to switch. Well, I don't want the Sash to break. We can just Protect. I feel like that's really safe. We're just going to Protect. That way, Tinkaton, if it goes for a Fake Out, we're good. If it doesn't go for a Fake Out, like, we're probably okay. We're probably fine. The Chien-Pao wasn't going to take the knockout on the Arboliva anyway. So that's not bad at all. Dragonite loses speed, and once again, that's not bad at all. He does set up Reflect, which is pretty rough. I think we just hit the Arboliva. Could just Extreme Speed again, but I think with the Reflect and the Chien-Pao damage, like if we switch in Palafin for a Chien-Pao, I still don't think we're taking the knockout. Like exact math, I guess. 28% plus half of that is 14 is 42. It's not knocking out. We're not knocking it out with the Extreme Speed. We're gonna Fire Punch here, and I feel like we probably just Flip Turn. And actually, we could knock it out with Jet Punch if we go for that. All right, let's just Flip Turn the Tinkaton. I feel like it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Amoonguss like can tank anything that any of these Pokemon do. Perfectly okay. Gigaton, Dragonite's like okay with that. Arboliva lives, which is really unfortunate here actually because this. Well, okay, never mind. It didn't matter. Energy Ball is perfectly fine. Now we have Hero in the back. We have Chien-Pao. We Extreme Speed the Arboliva. It probably protects, so we probably should just Fire Punch this Tinkaton actually. And because it can't knock out the Dragonite with another Tinkaton attack. The super move. And then we just like Clear Smog the Arboliva. This should knock it out. I feel like I'm okay with this. Because I don't think the Arboliva can do anything. So it probably switches here. Unless it has like Light Screen too, which would be a waste. Would be a complete waste. Unless he assumes Flutter Mane is my last Pokemon, which it isn't. He goes for a knockoff, which is like kind of annoying, but I don't think the Akaberry was going to come up here. He does Light Screen, which I'm perfectly okay with, because that's only stopping the damage from Amoonguss, which is, I mean, insignificant. It's completely insignificant. So we get a nice Dragonite big punch here on this Dragonite, and that's what we're going to do. If we lose the speed tie, we lose the speed tie, and wow, that would suck, wouldn't it? Wait. Actually, is there a chance he just goes for the Extreme Speed on the Dragonite, Tinkaton goes into the Amoonguss and does nothing? We go for the Protect and Spore. I feel like that's like, if that lands, if that actually happens, then, I mean, you know, big brain. It doesn't. Rip. Okay, really unfortunate for me. We had to go for it, right? I feel like we really did have to go for that. Because the payoff was insane. So now we just do this. And, like, whatever. Sucker Punch is not doing anything. We just protect. Tinkaton's gonna hit the Chien-Pao. Okay, don't hit the speed tie with the extreme speed. It's that simple. What if he's not even doing that with Dragonite? What if he's not? Like, maybe I'm worrying for nothing. Maybe I'm doing everything for nothing. Also, I probably don't take out the Dragonite, but Sucker Punch probably will. That's the important thing here. Like, the next turn, after the extreme speed. Okay, a good 60, a clean 60. Rock Tomb hits the Chien-Pao. Ice Spinner takes out Dragonite. That's okay. We have Jet Punch. Palafin is going to come out here, hit the Dragonite really, really hard. I'm outspeeding Tinkaton, so we could just like close combat here, but it's okay. We're here. We're here. We'll see what happens here, right? Yeah, not taking it out, and that's really rough. Now we have you know, weakened bulk, so you know our hero is probably going down. We have Flutter Mane. That's fine. We Sucker Punch it. It could die. Actually, it could go into Fairy. Jet Punch it. Okay, actually, that's perfectly fine, I think. We just, like, double into it. Actually, we could even double Protect. I think I like that. See if the Flutter Mane... Because he hasn't Terrassalized yet. See what the Flutter Mane Terrassalizes into. Because if it goes into Fairy, then, like, we have Knowledge. And Chien-Pao can just switch. Okay. Or not, like, switch, but, you know. Double Protect. We're doing it. It's fine. I think it's good. We start burning out these Reflect turns as well, which is pretty imperative here. Sucker Punch to Tinkaton, and Jet Punch, Flutter Mane. Palafin won't live, which is really unfortunate. Could Sucker Punch the Flutter Mane, Jet Punch the Flutter Mane, Sucker Punch the Tinkaton. I've come to terms with doing that, and we're gonna see what happens here. Okay, Flutter Mane lives. Hyper Voice. Palafin lives. We win. We win. Simple as that. We click Jet Punch until Protect fails. Simple as that. All right. We beat a Flutter Mane. We didn't beat a Flutter Mane Chi-Yu team, but we beat a Flutter Mane. I'm going to make some changes. I think Arcanine and Flutter Mane are going to leave for maybe a different mode. And I'm not really sure what that mode will be. It's definitely something that can synergize nicely with Palafin and not with Chien-Pao. I'll put this paste down in the comments down below if you guys want to test it out. Let me know what you think. You know, if you make any changes to the team and think, hey, that would be pretty good, comment it. Comment it down below. Or if you just have some ideas in general, comment it. Comment it down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.